everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Going for a face shave now. I hope it turns out better than my head shave did. As you can see, there's quite a lot of redness and little bits and stuff. It's probably not too prevalent on the camera, but I can feel it. Now, one thing I will say is the post-shave splash that I used was Moyle Grooming Frankenlime, frosted Frankenlime in the head shave, and it's really taken the edge off the burn that I had, and it's left my skin feeling quite soft and doesn't feel as irritated as I thought it would be. So massive thumbs up from Moyle Grooming. Anyway, let's get stuck into the face shave. What I'm going to be using today is Elvado for men. Now this one is Pacific Coast Kahuna, and the scent on this, for me personally, is very similar and reminiscent of Davidoff Cool Water, the original Cool Water, which I believe is also a spin-off of Green Irish Tweed from Creed. Now, I really enjoy Cool Water. It was one of my first ever fragrances when I was a younger man, a young bloke, a young fella, and I still enjoy it to this day. So I've always got a massive bottle of it generally, the big 100ml, I think it's a 100ml bottle, 120ml bottle. I've always got one lying around. The scent doesn't last long, but I just really enjoy the scent, and it brings back those memories of when you were a little bit younger and had a full head of hair. The brush for today, once again, will be the Semogue Owners Club Taj Resin Premium Cerda or Premium Bow Knot, which is, for me, a really exceptional knot. I'm going to leave quite a bit of moisture in the knot. I find this bow knots do work better with a bit more moisture in there, but that is what the brush looks like. So this is sort of engraved. I don't know whether it's engraved in there or whether it's, I really don't know. I don't know whether this is carved and then engraved, or whether it's melted in once it's carved and engraved. I don't know. I don't know how they've got that into that, because it's so smooth and so comfortable. I really don't know what's happened. But 24mm knot, the knot you can see there is starting to really sort of, I find bow knots work better when you look messy. It's starting to look quite messy. So I think it's ready to sort of, it's starting to break in nicely. This is about the 8th shave on it, or 7th shave, something like that. And let's just see how we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the cream today. I normally squirt it and put it all over my face, but I'm going to squirt it straight into the brush today. So I'm going to go 3 pumps because this is still eating a little bit more lather than it should. So, oh, come on. 1, 2. It's just struggling a little bit. I think it's because I haven't used it much. It's probably just clogged up a little bit inside, but we got there. So there is the cream on the top, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to sort of just rub it around a little bit, see if I can get it into the actual bristles a little bit more, just like so. And so it's in a little bit deeper, not super deep, but it is a little bit deeper. I've also started off once again with some Thurbo pre-shave, which is a really good product, I have to say. It's quite a big bottle as well, so it's going to last you some time if you get one. And here we go, let's just start sort of trying to paint this cream on as best I can. No. Just dropped it in the water. There we go. Oh, where'd that go? I'm flicking this cream absolutely everywhere. So all I'm doing here is just painting it on, and then I'll follow my sort of usual process of adding water until it goes almost translucent, and then start building the lather from there. Definitely for me, very similar scent to Davidoff Cool Water. I love it, I think it's great, beautiful cologne scent. Now, as with all Elvado products, if we look just here on the back of the bottle, it says 100% essential oils, 92% organic. So high quality stuff. It is all vegetal based, There's no animal products in here, I don't believe. It's almost sort of hypocritical, I think, to be using a Boar brush with a soap that is sort of geared towards those that don't use animal products. Still begs the question of if you stopped killing animals for food and just left nature to run its course and just didn't actually, just stuck to vegetable stuff, vegetarian sort of stuff, what it would be like. I mean, would we end up overrun by farm animals? And I can't imagine it, because everything would obviously live a lot longer. They would breed all the time, pretty much. I mean, obviously there'd be a lot more natural predators around because we wouldn't be killing them either. Right, that'll do. Let's just one more paint and let's build this ladder. Oh, I really enjoy this scent. I enjoy Elvado products, just period. They're excellent quality products. They are very easy to travel with. Like I say, it's just a tube of cream. I believe it's 100 and, let me have a look here, let me see, 100 grams, so 3.4 ounces. So it's essentially safe to carry on as well, I believe. I think it's 150 mils you can carry on per bottle of liquids. I could be wrong, it's been a little while since I've flown. So you could potentially take them on your carry-on if you wanted to. Of course you can't take your blades on. You can see it just lathers so easy. Just dipping the tips again. It needs a good drink, and because I've used 3 pumps of cream, it's going to need more than normal, which isn't a bad thing because it gives me the opportunity to really work the brush again and get those tips splitting the way they should be. I've also been made aware that this technique of dropping the water in came from Michael Friedberg off YouTube. I knew I'd seen it several times. I do watch Michael's channel whenever I can. I've actually got a past. I've got my favourites that I watch. I enjoy watching all shaving channels, if I'm honest. I've got ones that I watch quite often, and one of those ones that I always watch, believe it or not, is Don Youngna over at Wet the Face. His videos are pretty short. I enjoy watching his lather in the bowl, but he's brutal. It's like, if it's shit, it is shit, and I love that about him. I'm very similar myself. When I get a product and I think it's crap, I just say it as it is, and I love that with Don. It just doesn't matter whose product it is, whether it's an artisan, whether it's a mass-produced cream or anything. Like, just says it as it is, and it's the way it should be. It means when you guys go out there and look at something, you can go, oh shit, yeah, I've heard this stuff is garbage. That doesn't mean for you it will be, but it's good to have good, honest, informed feedback. And Don's been in the game for a very long time, makes all his own stuff as well, Wet the Face products. Which, I've not actually tried a Wet the Face shaving soap yet. Any Wet the Face products, from memory, I don't think I have. Look at that, my turkey neck. It's probably offensive to say that now. Oh Jesus, look at this lather, it's just incredible. It is a little bit dry still, it could probably be doing with a little bit more water, but I will be here all day adding water to this. Who said that soaps are better than creams? That is a stunning lather. Absolutely stunning. The brush is chock-a-block full of creamy, dense, thick lather. I know this stuff's slick because I've used it several times. I know it's going to be a great shave. Using the Karve Christopher Bradley razor with the B plate, and this is the 10th shave on the Gillette Super Thin. So this is the same blade that I've just used for my head shave. It's done 2 head shaves and 8 face shaves. 2, 4, 6, 7, sorry, 7 face shaves. So this will be the 8th face shave and 2 head shaves on one Gillette Super Thin blade. So the 10th shave, and probably the last shave depending how smooth this is. If this is super silky smooth like it has been, I'll just keep it going because excuse me, I don't see the point in chucking a blade out when it still feels incredibly good. It was actually too sharp, excuse me, for my head. And that's why I ended up with so much irritation, I believe. So here we go. Gillette Super Thin with the B plate on the Karve. 10th use. Yeah, it feels absolutely brilliant. I think I've actually found, well, I haven't found it, Dustin from Perth found them, but I think he's found a blade which in my opinion rivals the vintage blades. In terms of sharpness. Smoothness, longevity. They're just really, really good blades. I don't have a bad thing to say about them. In fact, if there was anything bad to say about them, it would be that they're too sharp. You've got to really be careful with them. The edge retention for such a thin blade is incredible. But Elvado for men, definitely for me personally, is pretty much the best a cream can get at the moment on the market. I don't think you'll find really anything better than it. In fact, you'll find it very hard to find better soaps. You'll find soaps that are as good as it, but you'll not find many soaps that are better than it. I mean, you're really looking at your top tier stuff. To better this. Just a wonderfully slick, voluminous experience. I give you a very close shave. I never get any irritation from the soap itself, from the cream. It's got an absolutely superb product. Or should I say ingredients list. Just going to rinse this sink out because it's chock-a-block full of lather. The residual slickness is insane. And I find that with most creams, that you get good residual slickness, you get good slickness for creams, but a lot of them fall apart on the other things that you need, the cushion and protection. that you get it from Elvado. Cross the grain on the direction. Well, that was way more enjoyable than the head shave today, that's for sure. One little weeper here, I think I might have another couple. I think it's an ingrown, I'm not sure, just under here. Other than that, my skin's healed up really nicely over the past couple of weeks. I am slowly but surely getting used to the everyday shaves again. Yeah, really nice. I'm just going to let my skin just dry a little bit while I rinse the brush out. And then we'll apply the post-shave balm, also from Elvado, and that'll be me done and dusty for the day, head and face shave. Yeah, I've got one weeper there, I don't know what the real weeper is, they're just little red marks. I think that's it, one weeper. Just a light dusting of the tips of the brush on the towel. I don't know whether you can actually see it on camera. And that's pretty much it. Let that dry, and where are we? Just a bit of water on there, and then we'll finish off with the aftershave balm, also from Elvado, and also 100% essential oils, 97% organic. That's the same, 92% organic for the shave cream, 97% organic for the aftershave balm. So one squirt of that. You don't need heaps of this stuff, it goes a long way. That's actually probably, excuse me, too much. Oh yeah, lovely, beautiful. Oh, it's absorbed already, you can see it's, there's no cream left on there. Really nice shave. So the shaving cream for today was Elvado for Men Pacific Coast Kahuna, which to my nose is very, very similar to Davidoff Cool Water and Creed Green Irish Tweed. And the brush for today performs really, really well with creams. It's the Semogue Owners Club Taj Resin 2018 brush. These have just been released this year, and this is the 24mm Premium Cerda, which is the premium bristle. So it's all boar hair, and as you can see, there's not a single dark hair in there. It's just a pristine white knot. Absolutely beautiful. Oh God, I can smell the Fougere Gothique, I can smell the Stallion, I can smell the Gin and Tonic, I can now smell the Pacific Coast. I can smell all the elements of all these soaps. Oh, it's one thing I love about natural hairbrushes. It does hold the scent of what you use in them. Obviously, if you use a different soap every single day, over time you lose the scent of the older ones, and the new scents will constantly keep updating the smell of your knot. But it doesn't affect the scent of the cream or the soap that you use. It's just afterwards when it's drying you can get all the different sort of notes coming through. And the razor for today was the Karve Christopher Bradley razor, and I'll just unscrew that off on cam. It's just such a smooth action. There's like hardly any noise. The threading is just absolutely perfect. And there is the base plate there. So as you can see, you've got a little B. Where is it? It's the right way up down here. The B on there. Solid brass, CNC machined, beautifully, beautifully made. They're just pristine when you get them. You get the odd little fingerprint here on them, but you can give that a quick polish when you're finished, when you first get it. Gillette super thin blade. Now these are extremely thin. I mean, there's not much, you don't need to do much to it to bend it. It's so thin. That was a 10th shave on it. I'm going to chuck this now, even though it's still super smooth and super efficient. I think for how much these blades are, 10 shaves is incredible. So you're looking at from 100 blades, 1,000 shaves. That's pretty damn impressive, considering you can pick up a whole tuck of these in Thailand for $7 Australian, like $5 American for 100 blades. $5 for 1,000 shaves. Pretty impressive, really is. And that's me done and dusted. I did start off with Furball, which you've already seen. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed that. I did. Great shave. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.